Last year, I was fortunate enough on my sabbatical to do some travels across the United States. One of the things I did was, as part of the conference that I was at, to visit a number of the churches in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. And we're taken around a number of these churches, and many of them were impressive. One particular I can think of had 800 members, I believe, and 15 members of staff, and what seemed like an endless series of rooms and corridors as we were taken around on this tour. And I must admit, just a little bit of me, just a little part of me as a minister was a little bit jealous of such a substantial congregation that was existing and operating on such a scale. Now here at Bank Street Unitarian Chapel in Bolton, we are a spiritually vital and loving and alive and growing community, but we're not anywhere near being on that scale of a church in America like that. But you know what I've decided? Really, there's really no point and very little to be gained from comparing ourselves to a congregation like that. You know, comparing ourselves, each of us in our lives, and however we are involved in different things in our lives, comparing ourselves to others, it's kind of, we can't help doing it, but it's actually one of the things that makes us most anxious in life. Psychologists can tell us that social anxiety, anxiety about how we compare to others, how we're fitting in with group dynamics, this is actually the anxiety of our world right now. It is the source of so much of our personal and societal ill health and dysfunction, is that social anxiety. And really the path that is going to lead us to greater joy is to be honest about our strengths and weaknesses and where we are, but also to be really not in the business of comparing ourselves to others, because there's really very little point in it. The Unitarian spirituality that I'm rooted in is actually rooted in a kind of deep sense of equality, a deep sense that each of us is deeply full of divinity. And that, I think, when we realize that, it gives each of us a confidence that means we don't worry too much about comparing ourselves to others. And so I say good luck to the ministry and the mission and the calling of a large church in the US. Good luck to them, well done. But I'm going to continue to be confident and to love my loving, vital, but a little bit smaller congregation here at Bank Street Chapel in Bolton.